Hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey. Ho, good evening, everyone. Sego. Um, I'm here to talk to you about the Frog's Return Moon. The Frog's Return Moon is from April 20th until May 20th. This is a Turtle Clan moon. People born under this moon time are born into the Turtle Clan in our culture. The color of this moon time is blue. Blue is a color also affiliated with the beaver. The beaver is one of the animals associated with the Turtle Clan. Beaver is, of course, the animal totem of the Frog's Return Moon. The mineral totem or stone totem associated with this moon time is chrysocolla. Chrysocolla is like a nice shiny blue stone. It's oftentimes mistaken for turquoise. And the plant of this moon time is the blue camas. During this moon time we're passing through right now, it's a good time to exercise and practice stability. When I reflect on stability, one thing that I very quickly become hyper conscious of is my commitments. Another aspect of this moon time is the value of hard work. This is natural for this time in our lives. I'm starting to see this because prior to this moon time was the moon time that brought us into the spring season, the budding trees moon, which was a Thunderbird clan moon, and it involved starting new projects. It's a good time. That was a good time to start new projects, in that spring equinox time. So now that we're in this time that we're in now of the Frog's Return Moon, one of the aspects of this moon time is to see your hard work starting, or that you've been putting into these new projects starting to I guess kind of vegetate and grow. You can observe that your hard work is paying off, in the sense that it's leading you in a right direction. It's a time to keep doing what you're doing. If you started something, stick with it. That's that stability and things that the earth element of the Turtle Clan holds. Also, this moon time is a time to be conscious of those things that seem to happen to us, as some people explain it as pure coincidence or luck. Those things that seem to happen and there's really doesn't seem to be any reason why they just came at the right time. And then there's that, people say it's in response, well, things happen for a reason, and it's true. It's because your energy brought that to you, drew that to you. It could be positive energy that brought you that coincidence or that luck, or it could be negative energy, and it could come to you in both forms. Because if I put out positive energy, and my luck seems to come to me in a negative way, um, I'm wondering why. Because, oh, I did everything I was supposed to do. Why is this? What is this? Remember that if there positive can't exist without a negative. So if I go into a positive situation and I bring negativity, positivity is going to uh, send that energy to me in defense of the threat that I pose with my negativity, and vice versa. So if you go into a negative realm and you bring positivity with you, the negative powers that be are going to feel threatened by your presence, even though you are on the positive track and trying to uh, do the right, harmonious, peaceful, uh, loving, and most beautiful thing. You might end up getting, uh, you know, a bag of trash in return back, and you're wondering where's my blessings. But stick with it and you'll change things, and then that luck and that coincidence will change that, because there's no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So remember that negativity is just an assurance that you're on the right track or whatever. If you're getting your blessings, be blessed, and you know be thankful for the good and the bad, because it means you're on the right track. um During this time also, if you are in harmony with your environment, you will be well able to begin to maintain or sustain maintenance of an orderly and beautiful environment. Now, before using this medicine of the Frog's Return Moontime knowledge, it's important to be aware of the warning label. So I'm going to take a quote straight from Sun Bear's book, Dancing with the Wheel, and I quote, "People in this position need to guard against being too stubborn, overindulging, and holding back all their feelings." You know, um, I finally got around to doing some research on the mineral of this moontime. Chrysocolla is the mineral of this moontime. And it's funny, hold on, for the people who aren't familiar with that word, it's chrysocolla, spelled chrysocolla, Chryssocolla, and that's the stone or the mineral of this moontime. And it's funny for a couple of reasons. For one, it's funny why I am just learning about this mineral, because I knew for a long time this is my personal mineral totem. you know this means that in order to have a higher degree of knowledge of self, it is good to be familiar with this mineral for me. you know um Now the thing is, the other day, Sunday, May 6th, we did the full moon ceremony, you know, and and afterwards, and I had been hearing a lot of stuff about this moon too, let me say, and after we did this ceremony, I was like, I was emotionally out of control, it was weird. I'm gonna say it like, I felt like weird, you know, I don't want to use a derogatory term or anything offensive to anybody, but I didn't feel myself. You know what I'm saying? to what I felt uncomfortable, like too emotional, like I was feeling too many, you know, uh, because we tend to, excuse me, I don't know, we tend to hide our emotions, as men. We tend to not hide our emotion, but express our pain and sorrow through anger, you know, and I wasn't able to do that. But anyways, my emotions were just out of control, and I didn't know how to handle it. Right now, this camera recorder seems out of control, and I'm just gonna go with that because I hope everything comes out all right with this video. But anyways, so that's why this stone, the chrysocolla, is so um, ironic to me, because when I learned about this stone and realized that it was a stone that brought you in touch with your emotions, and your feelings and stuff like that, and also this moon time that we're in right now, this full moon that we just experienced. It was supposed to start on the 6th, and I think it started on the 5th. We did our ceremony on the 6th. There was only a couple of us there, and um, the emotions were very high. A lot was going on before the ceremony, and so it affected me, and it was weird. But I guess this moon was the moon also that was closest to the Earth in like many, 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 many years. You know, so it was pretty. And we looked for the moon before the ceremony. We couldn't see it because it was blocked off by the house, and because the moon was so close to the Earth that we couldn't see it above the house. Now, I didn't know that at the time. We didn't know that when we were looking for it for the ceremony, but afterwards I saw it on, I think it was one of those news channels, let me say that. So, the plant of this moon time is blue camas. And from what I know about this plant, its most popular use is as a food staple out west by native peoples. And pretty much the whole plant is used, but you want to be careful to make sure your plants have blue flowers on them. You don't want to use the ones that don't have blue flowers because they can be poisonous. This plant totem, we are taught, can teach us about discrimination, and I imagine this is because you can't use it unless you have the right plant. If you have the wrong plant, it can harm you, and you try to use it. So with this particular plant, if you don't have the right, I guess, strand of plant, it can harm you. So it teaches you to be discriminative. Be careful, to make sure you have the right one. The animal totem associated with this moon time is the beaver. Now, the beaver is a land rodent, and it's a big one too. It's the only animal capable of adapting to drastic change. It can adapt to just about any environment you put it in. It's drastically different from the one it just came from, and most animals can't do that. Humans can do that now, but we're the only ones besides beavers who do that. Yeah, beavers can get very large. Beavers are very, very family orientated animals. They mate for life. They keep their kids around. You know, um, beaver's biggest threat came from people. Beaver fur and beaver medicine was in such high demand that humans almost wiped out the beaver until they finally realized that beavers were necessary to our environment in order to maintain the water levels, so the senseless slaughtering of the animal subsided and the beaver was able to survive. Now, that's something mankind was killing off the beaver, you know, and was really hurting it. We were hurting ourselves because our water levels were all screwed up, you know, and we finally realized, well, before we started killing off all these beavers, you know, in all these outrageous numbers, you know, they used to have dams over there and stuff like that, and the water levels stayed, you know, right up high, and we had plenty of water to drink and bathe with, you know, but once we started killing off all them beavers, the water started flowing away, and now we left high and dry. Maybe we should stop killing off all them beavers, and, you know, we'll be all right, and we'll have some water to drink. So, you know, but that's one of the lessons we had to relearn, you know, as we digressed. Yeah, so some of the lessons of the beaver are stability, custom and tradition, being flexible and adaptable, as well as healing. Because you got to remember, one of the reasons why we killed off the beaver was because their fur was in popular demand, and because their medicine. Beavers have certain medicine that the tonic makers used to like to use. You know, their little secret tonics. I forgot what they should call it. It's like cure-all. You know, and snake. They should call it snake oil or something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the pilgrims, I guess, you know, would sell in the back of their wagons, you know, some of them. But we used it as native people. We used the medicine of the beaver for generations and generations. However, we used it at a moderation, you know, and we respected the animal. So it was known to be a powerful medicine keeper, and that animal. So it was being killed off for its fur and its medicine powers, which was respected in all parts of this land. So that had to slow down because it was getting out of control. The color associated with beaver totem and frog's return moon is blue. This is a bright blue that encourages a harmony, a peaceful, tranquil environment. The frog's return moon is one of the 3 moon times that fall under the influence of the Earth Elemental Turtle Clan. The Earth element reflected in this moon time is apparent in the stability that this moon time represents. Having stability or being stable means that you are grounded or rooted in something. This stability is partnered with commitment. This is the only way to maintain that orderly environment. You see, Turtle Clan people are good at hard work. Now, that doesn't mean that Turtle Clan people are strong laborers and got a good backbone. No. Turtle Clan people are good at maintaining an orderly environment. So, once we wrap ourselves around that hard work, it becomes easier because it becomes a part of that orderly environment that we maintain. These are just some of the gifts of the Earth Elemental Turtle Clan, as well as the other elemental clans. That's what I have to share with you for this moon time. I will see you again next moon time. Ona.